What's up, YouTube? I guess you can see that I am not Uncle Mike. I am filling in for him this week with some reactions. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first video. Diddy was caught receiving from a man, Tupac's ex-girlfriend, talks going to a Diddy party with Tupac. So let's check it out, see what they have to say. I'm going to go ahead and read this disclaimer real quick. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners. Content might be gossip, rumors, exaggerated, or indirectly beside the truth. Viewers are advised to do their own research before forming their opinion. The content might be opinionated, and it probably will be because I am here. So let's get right into this. Diddy was caught receiving from a man, Tupac's ex-girlfriend, talks going to a Diddy party with Tupac. Let's jump right into this, guys.
Desiree Smith, welcome back to the Art of Dialogue. I am Penny Isaac, and we got some to get into tonight, Desiree. Okay, are you ready to get into the
I'm ready. Stay ready. What's up?
Okay, well, first of all, how are you tonight?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was a little nervous before we started, but like now I'm like in my element, and I'm really excited to be talking to you tonight. I'm serious.
Well, the feeling is mutual, Penny. Thank you.
So most of us Pac fans know you as the girl in most of his jail photos. It's safe to say that out of all of the women he was dealing with at the time, you were up at the prison the most. But you were at Puffy's birthday party in 1994 with Pac, right?
No, we met up there.
Oh, okay. You met him at the party.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay, take me through that entire night. Like, who was there? Who, where did you see anything weird? Was it just a good time?
So, at this time, it wasn't the freak off time. This was the just getting started time. I'm sure it was weird shit going on behind the scenes because them rumors been going for years. But no, it was at Roseland Ballroom, and that night I remember what I was wearing. I had on this really pretty dress. It was like a spaghetti strap, long tulle gown to my feet that just like accentuated the curves. It was black, and yeah, I went there. He told me he was gonna wind up going, so like if I was gonna go, we'd probably link up or whatever. So I was like, all right, I was going anyways before I knew he was going, but it was dope. It was everybody who you could think of at that time who was famous, but not as elaborate as his party started to get, with like really A-list. But this was hip hop, this was R&B, this was the culture at the time. They were all there. Everybody was dressed nice. Some people in suits, tuxedos, sweaters, just the vibes it was a dress up fancy party. The music was amazing. They had the stage, and that's where most of the, industry people were at. And then, on the bottom, it was a mix of everybody. And yet, it still wasn't like VIP. You could go up and down and move around however you wanted to. And that party was dope. Eventually, I ended up bumping into him, and we spoke. We hung out for a little while, and then he asked me what I was doing, if I wanted to leave with him or at the end of the night or meet up with him, and I was like, of course. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, you had to be dressed to impress. You couldn't come out with no jeans and sneakers and nothing like that or anything. Like, you had to be dressed to impress. You had to be fly to come to these parties or go out. Like, it wasn't even just if it was parties with famous people. If it was just regular folks, like we were going to the club, you needed to be fly. You wasn't coming out here looking like you just rolled out of bed. And that's the part that I miss about back in the day. Like, they don't do that too much anymore.
that was still like in the beginning stages too, as well. So
Okay.
No.
Now, who, if you could name like some celebrities that you remember being at the party, who was all at the party that night?
all of Bad Boy, Mary J. Blige was there. I don't know. I think Heavy D was there. I can't remember too many more people because it's like these were people that I saw all the time at parties. So it's not like, wow. That was the environment too of the 90s. Like, you're not so impressed with these celebrities because they're so easily accessible. They're everywhere. They're at the mall, they're at the basketball courts in certain tournaments, they're at clubs. So, you see them everywhere,
Okay. Okay, so with all of the recent headlines about Puffy and all of the allegations of the drugging and the abuse and all the drugs that he's allegedly on, are you surprised by any of the headlines?
Absolutely not. Nope.
Oh, why, Desiree? Why?
Because I know a lot of people that know him. I met one of his old security guards, and I've been to the tea about him. Weird shit, liking strap-ons. I met this girl one time that did a photo shoot for him. It's a nice young lady from Canada. And me and her ended up going on vacation together. And a few months later, and she told me something that she saw go down at his house in the Hamptons. And then a few months later, she told me that she went hanging out with like his bodyguard and his entourage, and somebody drugged her and she doesn't know what happened. So none of this is alarming. And then she went back to Canada. So.
And how long ago was this? Was this in the 90s?
This was in the 2000s. Maybe, maybe like around 2004, 2006, somewhere around there. He's been doing.
For me, it's the same thing. Like, not surprised. Nothing that's said is surprising. Little things have been floating around for years, and it's a shame that what happened to that woman, that she was hanging out. Something happened, and I don't know if she ever reported or tried to report it, but she ended up going right back to Canada. Like, that's this dude here, I'm telling you.
Yeah, the earliest allegations that I could find date back to like, what, 91, 92, where he supposedly drugged a girl and she doesn't remember what happened.
That's a similar story to what I heard from somebody that I know is not, I know she's not lying because she had no reason to lie. First, she told me she saw somebody doing something to him, and she walked in and she thought, he didn't, he never said nothing. He didn't even acknowledge her. So she's thinking she's under the radar. Next thing, she's hanging out in Miami, and, she comes back and says she don't know what happened, and she woke up, and so,
What did she say she saw?
Someone giving him head. That's as far as I'll go, and then you could do the math.
Were they famous? Did she say they were famous?
Oh no, they wasn't famous. They was an assistant working with her. Yeah. So
an assistant. I want to guess, but I'm not.
She didn't tell me who no, it's not somebody that you would know. It was somebody that like she came there, she worked doing photography and some type of media work where they shot ads and things like that. They were there to work and she walked in the wrong bathroom and caught the wrong thing.
Oh, wow.
So, if she got drugged, it probably was some videotapes made to tell her to shut the hell up and don't repeat what she saw.
And see, that's the thing that I've been saying from the beginning. Like, everybody's want to look at who the other celebrities are involved, but there's a bunch of people in here involved that we don't even know who these people are. And it's like, you can name names, but some of these names, people not even gonna know who they are. Like, they just people that's just around. Like,
I would assume, but I don't know because I wasn't there.
And how do you feel about the case being reopened, or the idea of Puffy having paid the Southside Crips to get Tupac and Suge killed on the night of September 7th, 1996? Do you believe the rumors? Do you think that he's capable of something like that?
Yeah,
Puffy,
I think cowards are capable of paying people to do things they would like to do, of course.
Okay.
I hope it ain't true, but if it is, karma's a bitch and everybody has their day.
all right, and I agree. Cowards, and I've been saying this for, my opinion, he's always been corny. He's always been a cornball. So, yeah, do we believe that that's something that he could possibly do? Absolutely. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Bye.